Big news! Fabrizio Romano confirms new Tottenham Randal Kolo Muani update. Spurs keep up the pressure. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Randal Kolo Muani's future appears to be hanging in the balance, with both Tottenham and Juventus once again said to have made contact with the PSG man. This January transfer window has been overshadowed by speculation surrounding the future of Randal Kolo Muani, who is widely expected to leave PSG. It has been well documented that the 26-year-old forward, who arrived in the French capital from Eintracht Frankfurt, has not found his footing under the management of Luis Enrique. The strongest signal yet came when Enrique excluded Kolo Muani from the matchday squad for PSG's clash against Saint-Etienne, a decision that hinted strongly at the player's impending exit. Reports from Italy have suggested that Juventus remains the preferred destination for the forward. However, Tottenham, under the guidance of Ange Postecoglou, are still very much in the race. The North London club is reportedly keen on adding the dynamic forward to their ranks, but might need to adjust their approach. While their initial offer reportedly included an option to buy, sources suggest that PSG are only willing to entertain proposals that feature an obligation to purchase. Tottenham and Juventus step up the chase for Kolo Muani. Both Tottenham and Juventus have increased their efforts to sign Randal Kolo Muani, with Fabrizio Romano reporting that both clubs reached out to Paris Saint-Germain again earlier today. He states that Manchester United have not entirely exited the race, having made inquiries as recently as last week. PSG remains steadfast in their valuation of Kolo Muani, and it has been confirmed that the forward will leave the club during this window, barring any unexpected developments. This transfer saga involving Tottenham, Juventus, and possibly Manchester United highlights the complexities of securing a player of Kolo Muani's calibre. Tottenham's ability to match PSG's terms will likely determine their success, but the growing competition makes this a precarious situation for all parties involved. For Tottenham, including an obligation to buy would demonstrate their commitment to landing Kolo Muani, but it also introduces financial risk should the deal not meet expectations. Ultimately, the decision rests with Kolo Muani himself. The Frenchman's stock is high, and his choice will shape not only his career but also the strategies of the clubs vying for his signature. One thing is certain, time is running out and decisive action is needed to resolve this intriguing transfer saga. Spurs show interest in signing Johnny Cardoso 6 months early. Tottenham are reportedly showing serious interest in Johnny Cardoso, who now looks increasingly likely to leave his club this month. Spurs know that they can sign Johnny Cardoso for £25 million this summer, with the Lily-Whites acquiring the option last summer as part of the deal to take Giovanni Lo Celso back to Real Betis. However, it has been widely reported over the last few weeks that Spurs are seriously considering making an offer for Cardoso this month, rather than waiting until the summer. This is because the likes of Atletico Madrid and AC Milan are circling over the USA international, and Tottenham are wary of the risk that one of them could poach him right now, thus voiding their summer option to buy. Give Me Sport have now claimed that there is truth to reports that Tottenham are now contemplating a January move for the Betis midfielder. Ange Postecoglou's men are thought to be keen on bulking up their options in the middle of the park and are showing serious interest in bringing Cardoso to N17. In fact, the outlet states that there is now a big chance that the 24-year-old could leave Estadio Benito Villamarin during the current transfer window. The publication adds that a number of Premier League sides and La Liga clubs are also on Cardoso's trail at the moment. It is in Tottenham's interest to wait until the summer to sign Cardoso, given the modest option to buy they have for the midfielder. However, Spurs will be watching the situation closely and might have asked the players' representatives as well as Betis to keep them informed of any new development. If another club pushes ahead with a move for the American, we might see Tottenham insert themselves in the race as well. Tottenham, at risk of Antonio Conte transfer raid as Napoli identify 3 Kvaratskhelia replacements. Dejan Kulusevski is supposedly being targeted by Napoli manager Antonio Conte as a possible replacement for Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. Conte dropped the bombshell on Saturday that Kvaratskhelia had asked to leave the club, and Paris Saint-Germain are believed to be edging closer to a deal for the Georgian sensation. Liverpool were also tipped to move for Kvaratskhelia were he to become available, but the 23-year-old is already said to have reached an agreement in principle with PSG, who are now working to strike an accord with Napoli. The exit of Kvaratskhelia will leave Conte with Matteo Politano, Cyril Ngonge, David Neres and Alessio Zerbin as his wide options, and the Partenope are expected to scope out a replacement with any monies raised. According to a report from Tutto Mercato Web, Napoli have drawn up a three-man shortlist of ideal heirs to the Kvaratskhelia throne, and Tottenham's Kulusevski is among them. Kulusevski appreciated by ex-Spurs boss Antonio Conte. Kulusevski quickly settled in North London, and even though Conte left Tottenham in explosive circumstances in 2023, the Scandinavian has continued to thrive under Ange Postecoglou's wing. From 127 appearances in a Spurs shirt, Kulusevski has registered 23 goals and 27 assists, and he has enjoyed a particularly productive 2024-25 season with 8 goals and 8 assists from 31 games. One of those efforts came in Sunday's 3-0 FA Cup win over Tamworth, as Spurs overcame the National League outfit in extra time after failing to break through during the initial 90 minutes at the Lamb Ground. Kulusevski has thrived as both a right winger and central playmaker in the current campaign, and the report claims that Conte appreciates the attacker thanks to his adaptability and technical skill. Prizing the Swede away from North London could be a tall order though, as Kulusevski is contracted to Tottenham until 2028, and club chairman Daniel Levy will no doubt drive an extremely hard bargain. Spurs looking at Malian central defender, it is pretty unanimous amongst the Tottenham fanbase that defensive reinforcements are needed in this January transfer window. Acquisitions would allow players such as Archie Gray to move back into their natural positions, which would help further improve the side. As a result, Spurs have already been linked to a number of central defenders this month, though none have been signed as of late. One of the latest to be linked with a move to the club this month is Senou Koulibaly. According to African media outlet Africa Foot, Spurs are interested in the defender, who currently plays for Cypriot side AC Omonia. They state that the club have been particularly impressed with the player's performances in the Conference League. Furthermore, they suggest that the club appreciate his profile and that they are currently in discussions to bring the defender to Hotspur Way. However, the club are said to not be alone in their interest in the defender, with the report suggesting that both West Ham and Serie A side Fiorentina have also alleged to have had talks with the player, with the former considering a meeting to discuss the outlay of a potential transfer. As it stands, Koulibaly only has 6 months remaining on his existing contract, so could be available for a very modest fee, albeit Africa Foot state that the club have not given up on their attempts to tie him down with a new contract. In terms of profile, the 30-year-old stands at around 6'1", 4 tall, making him fit the description of towering centre-half. That said, there could be some doubts over whether or not he has the required athleticism and mobility to play in such a high line like Spurs so often do. Although he has improved in recent weeks, there have been plenty of criticism aimed at the signing of Radu Dragusin, with the player not seen as someone who is capable of playing in a high line. It is important that they do not make the same mistake with other signings, given the amount of games Mickey van der Ven and Christian Romero tend to miss each season. Nevertheless, what would surely be such a low fee, it could be something that Spurs look to explore this month. That's it for today's update. If you liked the video and want to keep up with everything Tottenham, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for our latest content. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it with other Spurs fans. Let's build our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching. And as always, come on you Spurs.